Your emotions are your chains. Every feeling you can't control is a master you serve. Every reaction you can't suppress is a weakness your enemies exploit. You think feeling everything makes you human. Feeling everything makes you helpless. The strongest men in history shared one trait. They chose their emotional responses. They didn't let their hearts rule their heads. They didn't let temporary feelings destroy permanent goals. The battlefield of the mind. You live in a world designed to make you emotionally unstable. Every headline wants to trigger you. Every conversation wants to provoke you. Every setback wants to break you. This is not accident. This is strategy. Emotional men are controllable men. Reactive men are predictable men. Men who can't master their feelings will never master anything else. The Stoics understood this 20 centuries ago. Marcus Aurelius commanded legions while governing an empire that stretched across continents. Seneca advised emperors while building vast wealth. Epictetus taught kings despite being born a slave. None of them were emotionless. All of them were emotionally disciplined. There's a difference. One creates freedom. The other creates robots. The modern world has convinced you that emotional intelligence means feeling everything intensely. This is propaganda. True emotional intelligence means choosing which emotions deserve your energy and which deserve your indifference. You're not a leaf blown by every wind of feeling. You're not a ship tossed by every wave of circumstance. You're a fortress. Act like it. The prison of emotional slavery right now. You're enslaved by your feelings. Someone insults you, and you spend hours crafting the perfect comeback. Someone ignores you, and you spiral into self-doubt. Someone rejects you, and you question your worth. This is not strength. This is weakness wearing the mask of sensitivity. Your emotions are information, not instructions. They tell you something is happening. They don't tell you what to do about it. Anger tells you someone crossed a boundary. It doesn't tell you to lose control. Sadness tells you something mattered to you. It doesn't tell you to give up. Fear tells you to pay attention. It doesn't tell you to retreat. Most men never learn this distinction. They live their entire lives as prisoners of their own feelings, convinced they're being authentic when they're actually being controlled. The 3 pillars of Stoic detachment. Step 1. Separate yourself from your emotions. You are not your emotions. You are the observer of your emotions. This sounds simple. It's revolutionary. Right now, you identify with every feeling that passes through your mind. You think, I am angry, instead of I notice anger. You think I am sad instead of I observe sadness. You think I am afraid, instead of I recognize fear. This small shift in language creates massive shifts in power. When you identify with your emotions, you become them. When you observe your emotions, you control them. Start practicing this today. Instead of saying I'm furious, say I notice fury arising. Instead of saying I'm devastated, say I observe devastation trying to take hold. You create distance. Distance creates choice. Choice creates freedom. The Stoics called this the view from above. Seeing yourself and your emotions from the perspective of a wise observer. Not cold, not cruel, but clear. Step 2. Judge your emotions by their utility. Not all emotions are created equal. Some serve you, some enslave you. Learn the difference. Righteous anger motivates action. Petty anger wastes energy. Appropriate sadness honors loss. Wallowing sadness prevents progress. Rational fear protects you. Irrational fear paralyzes you. Ask yourself, does this emotion make me stronger or weaker? Does it move me forward or hold me back? Does it serve my goals or sabotage them? If an emotion doesn't serve you, don't serve it. This doesn't mean suppressing everything. It means choosing consciously. It means being selective about which feelings get your energy and which get your indifference. Seneca practiced this daily. He would examine his emotions like a general examining his troops. The useful ones stayed. The destructive ones were dismissed. You can do the same. Your feelings are not sacred. They're tools. Use the right tool for the job. Step 3. Master the art of preferred indifference. The Stoics had a concept called preferred indifference. Understanding that most things people get emotional about do not actually matter in the long run. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Indifferent. Someone doesn't text you back immediately. Someone disagrees with your opinion. Completely indifferent. This isn't about not caring. It's about caring strategically. You have limited emotional energy. Spend it on things that matter. Everything else gets your polite indifference. The question isn't, how does this make me feel? The question is, does this deserve my emotional investment? Most of the time, the answer is no. The power of emotional sovereignty. When you master emotional detachment, something extraordinary happens. You become unshakable. Insults bounce off you like rain off armor. Setbacks become puzzles to solve, not disasters to endure. Rejection becomes information, not devastation. People notice this strength. They respect it. They're drawn to it. Why? Because emotional stability is rare. Most people are emotional wreckage. They're reactive, unpredictable, unstable. They bring chaos wherever they go. You become the opposite. You bring calm. You bring clarity. You bring strength. This isn't about being emotionless. It's about being emotionally disciplined. It's about choosing your battles, not fighting every war. The enemies of detachment recognize the forces working against your emotional freedom. Drama addicts who create chaos and expect you to share their emotional turmoil. They want you to feel what they feel, don't. Guilt manipulators who use your emotions as weapons against you. They know your triggers and pull them deliberately. Become victim mentality that convinces you external events control your internal state. They don't, you do. Social media that amplifies every emotion and makes you feel like you need to have an opinion about everything you don't. The news cycle that profits from your outrage and feeds on your fear. Stop feeding it. These forces want you emotionally unstable because unstable people are easy to control. Stable people are dangerous to the status quo. Be dangerous. The Stoic responds to emotional attacks when someone tries to make you react emotionally. You have 3 options. Engage and give them your energy. This is what they want. Don't give it to them. Ignore and pretend it doesn't affect you. This often backfires because suppression creates pressure. Acknowledge and choose your response. This is the Stoic way. I noticed you're trying to make me angry. I'm choosing not to be angry. I see you want me to feel guilty. I'm choosing not to feel guilty. I observe you trying to provoke fear. I'm choosing not to be afraid. This drives emotional manipulators insane. They expect reaction. They get conscious choice instead. The daily practice emotional detachment isn't a destination. It's a daily practice. Every morning, set your emotional intention. What feelings will serve you today? What emotions will you refuse to entertain? Every evening, review your emotional performance. Where did you react instead of respond? Where did you choose strength over weakness? The Stoics call this evening reflection and honest accounting of your emotional discipline. Not to judge yourself, but to improve yourself. The transformation when you master emotional detachment, your entire life changes. Your relationships improve because you're no longer reactive and unpredictable. People know they can count on your stability. Your career advances because you make decisions based on logic, not emotion. You become the person others turn to in crisis. Your goals become achievable because you're not constantly derailed by emotional storms. Your inner peace becomes unshakable because you're no longer at the mercy of every feeling that passes through your mind. You become the master of your inner world, and the master of your inner world becomes the master of his destiny. Your emotions will either serve you or enslave you. The choice is yours. Make it consciously. Make it daily. Make it with the understanding that your freedom depends on it. The Stoics faced persecution, exile, and death with unwavering calm. You can face a difficult day with the same emotional discipline. Detachment isn't coldness, it's clarity. It's not indifference to everything. It's selective engagement with what matters. Stop being a slave to every feeling. Start being the master of your emotional destiny. Hit like if you're ready to break free. Subscribe if you're ready to stay free. Then practice what you've learned. Your emotions are waiting to serve you. But first, you must learn to command them.